on the lights. Cars don't ever start, but that's alright. Running upstairs instead of out the door. Good acting, what do we need that for? Horrible horror, so bad it's scary. Enjoy the show, but not really.
What's up, Moongoons? Welcome to the Horrible Horror Podcast, the podcast where we talk about the worst of the worst in horror movies so bad they're scary. I'm your host, Lord Jedi Marshall Hampton, and I am here alone today in the Horrible Horror Studios. Today being, Sunday, May 28th, 2023. On this episode, this little bonus episode, I'm going to keep it short. It's really basically kind of like a State of the Union address, kind of a State of the Show address, if you will. Just wanted to, I guess, put something out there, kind of explain what's been going on, why it's been like a month or so since any real episode's been up. And just kind of, I guess, figure out what's going on, let you guys know what's going on going forward, and kind of what's been going on in my life and going on with the show. So, starters, if you listen to the previous episode, was it Why They Talk Volume 2 or something like that, you may know, or maybe you don't know, but the last month I've had not one but two back surgeries, and I've been having a hard time recovering from those. It's taken a lot longer than it was supposed to, and there were some complications that arose from the first surgery. Basically what happened was that I had to have this large lipoma removed from my back. It was like a good 8 to 10 inches, a pretty big thing. And after that surgery, my healing did not go very well. And I developed a very large, very serious, I think it's called a hypoma. No, not hypoma. Hematoma. That's what it's large, very large hematoma. They said it was about the size of like a softball or a grapefruit or something. Was causing me incredible amounts of pain, very bad. Apparently, I could have died from it, I guess, if it got much worse. So, when I had my follow-up for original surgery, my doctor was looking and saw it and like immediately rushed me back to the hospital for an emergency surgery to have it removed and taken care of. After that surgery, they inserted a drainage tube, I guess, in my back. So I had this tube sticking out of my back, so my body could drain all the blood and other fluids could drain out of me. And that took a while. I mean, I was in there for a good other 3 weeks or so. I finally got the drain removed last few days ago, this last week, on Wednesday this week. But I still have, even though the drain's removed, I still have an open wound or incision, like a opening in my back to continue to let my body drain, and just covered up with gauze and stuff that has to be constantly changed and changed out and cleaned. So it's not, the last month or so hasn't been very easy. It's been hard, and I've had a hard time being able to sit in chairs or with anything touching my back. So that's basically why there hasn't been an episode going on last several weeks. Hopefully, it's slowly getting better. I'll say I'm able to sit very peculiarly, I guess, in the chair. I have to lean forward and sit in a very I can't lean back in the chair. I got to sit leaning forward the whole time. But lucky, I can lean on the table, and it's a little easier to deal with. So that's that. As far as what else is going on, I guess we'll talk about State of Aaron, if you will. I know, obviously, guys, he's been on a hiatus for it's been over a year now. And I guess a lot of people think he's just up and quit the show, or he's never coming back. And as far as I know, that is untrue. He hasn't come to me and just straight out said, "I'm done. I'm not coming back. I don't want to do it anymore." So until he says that, the door is open, and I hope he will come back soon. There has been a few points in time over the last few months where he's hinted at wanting to get back in the studio and do something. It's just scheduling hasn't been the easiest, again, because we're both married with kids now, and we have kids stuff and family stuff to do, and just getting, and then like I said, with the back surgery just talking about, it hasn't been easy getting that scheduled and getting enough free time for him to come over. So I do hold out hope that that he'll be back, and we'll probably get back to what the show was before he left. That said, the fill-ins we've had, like Nachos and the girls from Here Come the Spooky, and Chris and Doug, and have been great, and we'll still try to get them back in the studio going forward. I'd like to do some more collab work with the girls from Spooky Tuesday. I'm sorry, not Here Comes the Spooky, that's Eric and Nachos, but Spooky Tuesday girls. They were really great. I'd like to get them back on, but again, it's just scheduling, and summer's coming up, so a lot of people are traveling and taking time off. So that's kind of the problem. And so let's talk about going forward. With all this going on, I'm not sure how regular the episodes will be moving forward. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get back to the weekly episodes that we used to do for 6 years straight, where it was every single week and we didn't miss a week, and it was great. But just things are changing. It's getting harder to do that. But just find the time, why they talk episodes every kind of done the last few weeks with Nachos were a little more loose and just kind of more like informal conversation, or just random talking, or off the cuff remembering a movie, trying to explain it, is kind of what we've been doing lately. And I don't necessarily want that to be the norm, but it might be for the next few episodes going forward, before I am able to get back to doing the full original walk through scene by screen breakdown of the movies that we've done for so long, for so many years, that really make the episodes, I think, more enjoyable, more fun, because it's just more to talk about and more nonsense to wade through with all these movies. But I just don't know how soon I'll be able to get back to doing that. On top of it, again, financially, things are getting really hard. I know a lot of people are in the same boat I am, I'm sure, with the way the country is right now. But just financially, trying to keep the show up and going is becoming very, very hard. It's becoming very burdensome to keep doing invest all the money, not just the time, but the money it takes to keep the show going, especially when we're not making anything in return off of it. It's getting to be very, like I said, it's very hard. It's getting to be kind of a burden, and I don't want that. I never wanted that, but it is what it is in this state, the way things are this day. So that's another reason why sometimes I try to figure out what's going to go on with this show. I know this isn't the most lighthearted, obviously the most lighthearted or funny episode that you guys are ever going to hear, and I'm probably sure most of you may have turned this off by now, and that's fine. But I just wanted to be honest. For the few remaining listeners we have, I do appreciate and love all of you guys. I wish we'd get more interaction from the listeners. That would be great. Let me know that people are out there listening, to make it worthwhile to keep doing this. Some of our OG, some of our OG listeners, Milo, Noah, Kate, some of the guys who've been with us from the beginning. I did just get a really nice email a few weeks ago from, I believe, Matt Ainsworth. I think that's the first name is Matt, but Ainsworth. Great email. I really appreciate what the kind of things he said. It was really great to hear that. I even forwarded the email to Aaron. I hope he read it. And hope it can maybe light a spark on him to come back to the studio. But yeah, I mean, just any more support you guys want to give is absolutely wonderful. Just call the hotline at 740-4-SUCK-IT. Leave us a message. Let us know you're listening. Or like I said, if you have movie suggestions or comments or something you want to hear us do or talk about, please let us know. That we used to get, I know that's great to get that interaction, you hear the feedback, and know that people care, and are listening, are invested to what we're doing. It makes it more worthwhile to keep going. That said, you can also support us on Patreon too. I will say the tiers we have, the rewards, I won't lie, are kind of running, are probably out of most of them by now, like the t-shirts, and we probably still have some beer koozies, but like the t-shirts are pretty much gone. I haven't updated it yet, so I mean, if you donate, chance of getting a t-shirt or anything like that for certain tiers are pretty slim now. I just haven't updated the site yet. But any donations are greatly appreciated, and love you guys for doing it for what you can. I mean, even if it's just $1, if everybody that listens donated $1, it'd really help out. That would be great. Let's see what's moving on. I will say this kind of state of the show episode was kind of just something I've been thinking about doing for a while, kind of expressing some of my thoughts, and I kind of want to know where the show is going, but I wasn't sure if I was going to do it or not. And today I was actually supposed to do an episode with Nachos. He was supposed to come over, and we were going to do just kind of talk about some stuff. I think we were going to talk about Cocaine Bear finally. I want to talk about that, and I really want to do the Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey or something like that, the new Winnie the Pooh horror movie, because that's insane. Like, come on, Winnie the Pooh horror? Yes, please. That's nuts. I wanted to do that, but I don't know. He never showed up. I don't know if he saw something shiny in a hole somewhere and got distracted and got his hands stuck trying to reach it. I don't know. With him, who knows what Nachos is doing, what goes through that man's mind. But I don't know. I hope he's okay wherever he is. So I guess I thought this would be a little longer. I don't know if I need to drag it out to like full 30-minute episode of me just talking about nonsense. So yeah, I guess that's probably going to do it. I guess, going forward, Nachos will be back, I'm sure. I hope Aaron will, with summer here, maybe get Aaron back in the studio and get him back in the flow. But like I said, I don't know if it's going to be a weekly thing anymore. It might be one every 2 weeks. Maybe one a month, maybe 2 a month. I don't know. I have a feeling the days of doing it weekly are probably over at this point. Life is just getting in the way. Family life is getting in the way. And honestly, there's some other projects I would like to work on as well. I want to branch out. I've talked to Cincinnati Jeff and Nachos and Aaron. We've talked about doing another second podcast. I'm not going to go into any details on that now, but kind of just a second show that we could record in batches, like 3 or 4 episodes at a time, and then just record once a month and do like 4 episodes at a time, and release them over the course of a month or a week or something like that, several weeks, and give us some breathing room. But we started talking about it. We were going to do it, and now it's just life and just trying to get it scheduled, try to get everybody on the same page and find a day to do it is really hard. I also I've been thinking about branching off into bringing audio plays back. I love the theater. I miss directing, and I thought maybe trying to do some plays like the old audio. I'm sure other people have done now on podcast form. I'm sure, I just haven't been looking around. I won't lie. But I kind of like to do my own. I always get some actors and some scripts, and then kind of bring some audio plays to life. I thought that'd be kind of fun. I kind of want to pursue that, see what that would all entail, and if that would be something viable to do. So if you have any interest in those, stay tuned or let us know. Maybe that'd be great. So yeah, I think that's going to do it. I don't really have much else to say, I don't think. Sorry, this wasn't a knee slapper of an episode, or probably that uplifting or great, or I don't know if it's anything anybody wanted to hear, but I just feel like I owed it to the few listeners we have left. I feel like that kind of let you know what's going on. The show's not over. I'm not ending it. Not yet anyway. It just probably won't be it's just not going to be as regular as it used to be. And it still might be after this. It might be another week or 2 or 3 before we get another actual episode back up and going. Just as I continue to heal and try to work out people's schedules. for the summer. So thank you guys for listening, and thank you for bearing with me and sticking with us, me and Aaron and Nachos now, and everybody who's ever been on this show. And I really appreciate. I really, really appreciate the listeners that we do have, and the others that you guys have been with from the beginning. I love you guys. It really means a lot to me that you get for the people who listen and enjoy the content we provide, in whatever form it may be. So I think that's going to do it. Probably going to wrap it up here for this bonus episode. Hope to see you guys. Well, not seeing you, but hope you guys will come back, stick with it, and just follow. Stay subscribed on whatever platform you get your podcasts on, and you notified when the next episode comes up in a few weeks or whatever. And continue to stay with us. I appreciate it. Take care, everybody. Live long and prosper, whatever. May the force be with you, blah, blah, blah. In the meantime, watch more horror movies. And remember to always keep it tight.